15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Green Bay Packers. The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. This taken in at the goal line. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
Here we go, set.
Here's Love looking to pass on the first play. A short throw to Musgrave. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a second down and 9. To throw now. Here's Love. That's complete to Dobbs. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
And we're going to see the ball in the air quite a bit here. This is a top 5 passing offense in the NFL. And they certainly like to get everybody involved. So this defense, they're going to have to be able to counterpunch somehow. They couldn't there, and it's an opening drive, first down.
Here we go, here we go. Strike, check, strike. Ready?
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The Packers had 10-3 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 43, here's a second and 9. Love. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
6, Madden, Black Ultra. Let's go.
Throwing. Love. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. Just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go with Jones. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start the drive with a give to White. He'll get this to about the 38. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down bet.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield looks to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Look at this Packers defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Mayfield. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This will be fielded at the 17. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so. But maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Let's go now.
2nd down and 6 now.
Trouble 38. Beetle blue. Blue striker. Slice blue. 10.
Love looking to throw it. That's going to be caught downfield by Reed. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
Mayfield to throw it. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. You look at this Packers defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line.
ready.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. It's complete to Jones. So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Love now. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Love. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown. Now Crosby for the point after. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a 1st down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's Mayfield. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are an extra point away from evening this one up. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. At their own 18-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Pretty entertaining start. 14 all the score on EA Sports. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Love. Steps away to his left. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 36 yards on the play.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's got it down to the 28.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Flush to his right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So roughing the passer there, a big mistake defensively.
Yeah, and even though you've got a quarterback out of the pocket and the rules change downfield, that doesn't mean the same rules don't apply with the QB. Anything more than one step, they're going to throw a flag on you every time.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. Mayfield now from the 50. And this will be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Mayfield now. That is caught. He's got the first down and more. And down to the 19-yard line.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, Mayfield. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cade Otton from 19 yards away. And the Bucs have taken the lead. McLaughlin for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. At their own 19-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Third down and 1. Up the middle, Jones. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Love's throw there, hauled in by Claypool. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Here's Love. A short throw to Musgrave. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Mega. Black Ultra. Set.
Love now to pass on first down. That's hauled in by Musgrave for the Packer touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. The throw left sideline falls incomplete.
The good signal calls will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On third down, Mayfield. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So touchdowns on their first two drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first two drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
Hey, check Mega.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. They find some open field here. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right through, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
First down, here's White. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at about the 14. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Red, yellow. Ready?
Love from the gun. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
10 cycles. Green. Red, cycle.
First down, Love to pass. And he slings one that's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And this will be a Packers first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
They'll go again to Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Love, he's got this complete to Jones.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Off the option, it's Jones.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
65 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. But these Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10.
To throw now. Here's Love.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Throwing. Love. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Love.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A great effort there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw, Mayfield. This one taken in by Otten. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 21. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. First down, Mayfield. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Nixon now from his end zone. A good-looking return set up here. And in that good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Joe Tryon there to make the tackle. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Blue. Blue striker. Ready?
On 3rd down, Love. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Buccaneer first to pick up of 12 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know This is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line.
And that's patience to be admired right there because he looks left, looks right, and waits for the right guy to come open, spots him in the middle of the field, and delivers.
They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Mayfield looks to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have